Everyone, this is part 3 of 5 of my talk with John Skelton in October 2024. I uploaded the entire 3+ hour interview with tons of timestamps. I'm going to link that below if you just want to see the entire interview in full. As well, though, as a service to you guys, I'm uploading it in 5-part chunks. So if you just want to consume it piece by piece, this is part 3. In this part, we're going to talk about Apex 3.0. We're going to go over the payouts overview, the changes of payouts, how there's no more payout request periods, reduction in number of days you need to trade in order to request a payout. We get into how did the payouts get so much faster now. And also, John explains about payout teams, the new payout teams they've introduced, and that's also part of how they're able to do the payouts so fast. So enjoy part 3 of 5, where we focus on payouts. All right, everybody, now time to talk about Apex 3.0. We've talked about the past, the present. Let's talk about the future, which is right on the horizon. So we've got lots to go through, but I think first things I want to talk about is payouts. Tell us about payouts. I mean, people are already seeing it out there. They're coming lightning quick. We addressed it a little bit earlier on. Tell us just more about the entire payout situation.
Absolutely. So a couple things with payouts. So, we've for a while now had these payout periods, right? You can request the 1st through the 5th or the 15th through 20th. That was helpful for people to have goals inside, know when they, when it needed to reach certain, levels. And it was helpful for Apex to plan around and okay, during these days, we're going to get these requests in, we got to go through them, we got to get them out. It was a scheduling thing. As we grew and grew, more and more payout requests were coming in between this short period of time. Mm-hmm. And it would take longer and longer to get them done. And then we'd be pushing out towards the end of the month. Or, there was all this drama for a little while because I was trying to get them out quick for a while there and every day. And basically, they all come in and I'd had the team go through and okay, look over one. If that looks good to approve it. Let's get approvals out. Let's get these people paid fast. Get to one. It's oh, this one, we got to look into this one. Don't stop and look into it. Move it over to review and move on. Let's get the ones paid. We can quick. Mm-hmm. So what happened was, it'd be the 1st through the 5th. So we'd be on the 2nd and we'd already approved quite a few. And by the middle of the afternoon on the 2nd, people are complaining. Well, how come mine's not approved yet? This is BS. Why is this taking so long? And it's our schedule clearly says you request the 1st through 5th. We'll look them over the 6th through the 12th. Mm-hmm. And we send them out on the 15th. You're complaining on the 2nd. And it was this massive drama and social media and Discord and emails and submit tickets. Where's mine? Well, how come mine hasn't been looked at yet? Why isn't mine reviewed? What's going on? And we weren't even. I told the team, don't respond to those tickets. You'll spend all day telling people the same thing and all day going to look at, just work through the list. Yeah. So then I send tickets to Apex and they never respond. They don't ever respond to me. It's guys, we said, do not ask. I made it clear. Don't ask until the end of the period. This is our dates. This is our schedule. And you should have an answer and done by this date. If you hadn't heard by that date, let us know. But if we say, hey, by the 15th, if you hadn't heard, let us know. But you're messing me on the 2nd. Mm-hmm. Do you really want my team all day long on Discord, social media, Facebook groups, and help desk tickets telling you we're working on it, or do you want us working on it? Oh, okay, yeah, do that. I said, okay, then let us do our job. But, all these come in, somebody's going to be first, somebody's going to be middle, somebody's going to be last. We can't all do them, at the same time. And it didn't stop. It didn't stop. It kept getting worse and worse and worse. This isn't fair. And how come this person? And I said it. The videos are still on there. I said it. I put it in the room. I said, look, if this doesn't stop and all we're going to do is get a cute, we got them out early doing a favor. And now you're pissed off because it's not fair that some people got it quicker. What do you want us to do? No. If this keeps happening, fine. We'll go through and we'll just note all of them. We won't approve any. We won't deny any. Then no, approve, deny. And then on the last day in our schedule, we'll go through and mark them. Approve, deny, deny. And everybody can find out at the same time to keep it fair. So I do that for a period. Then what happens? Apex is a scam. They drug it out to the very last day to approve or deny us. You know why? Because they wanted us, I submitted on the 1st. They didn't mark it, approve, deny till the 14th. You know why? They purposely waited, hoping that I would keep trading all of those days and blow my account so they didn't have to hit approve. But then right underneath that, somebody goes, well, when I submit a payment request, I stop trading because I don't want to blow my account. So Apex purposely delayed me so that I would lose half a month of trading. They don't have to pay me more. Guys, it can't be both. Are we delaying you because we want you to trade, or delaying you because we didn't want you? It's just drama. Conspiracy theory. It's, look, you're not happy either way, right? But the big issue is this, especially before we had enough staff or these reports and monitors, whatever. We weren't all day long, every day, monitoring every single person's PA account and every single trade and ongoing. A request would come in for payout, and that's when we look things over. Well, that was okay when, there was X amount of people. And then as we grew and grew and then got hit with all this crazy, quite a lot more digging in. So it's extremely time consuming. And that's why payouts sometimes would take so long. But of course they're delaying it because they don't have any money and they're trying not to pay us. 10,000 requests came in, guys, like in a short period of time. So what's changed over the last 6 weeks to where, how did it go from me waiting 2 weeks to getting submit approval and money in my bank in 24 hours? Because I did exactly what I told you we were going to do months ago, which was get more staff, get a better system in place, get these monitors in place. So maybe this is more info than any of y'all want to know. But so moving forward, there's not going to be any more payout request period. Right now, it's October 18th, or right in the middle of the 15th through the 20th request period. This is the last request period. Okay. After this, no more. Starting on November 1st, the new program will open up as far as the pay side. Okay. Between now and November 1st, we got to implement a couple more systems and stuff and be ready for it. What that's going to be is right now, or in the, what it has been is you have to trade 10 trading days. And then you request 1st through 5th, 15th through 20th. 15th through 20th, first, go on. No more 10 trading days. You need 8 trading days. With 5 of those being at least $100 a day. That's it. That's it. And then you can request. So 8 trading days, 5 of the days, $100 a day. The night of the 8th, like your 8th trading day at 6 Eastern, when it updates, you can submit a request.
Nice.
And what our goal is when requests come in, that they are approved within 48 hours. And then once approved, you have the money within 3 business days. Now, that's the goal. That will be the quoted timeframes.
Cool.
You've all seen recently that we're getting way ahead of some of that.
Yeah.
But I'm not promising it. What do I mean by that? I don't mean that as my way out. I mean that as I'm going to under promise and over deliver. You've seen it all week, or every pay period is a lot of these people submit in the morning, we approve in the afternoon. In the evening, you get an email that says your money's been sent out. You should see it in your bank in 3 to 7 business days. And you get that email at about 6 or 7 o'clock at night. And you're like, wow, that was so quick. I submitted this morning. It's already approved and they already sent it tonight. And I'll have it in 3 to 7 days. Freaking amazing. You wake up at 7 a.m. the next morning, you check your bank account, it's there.
Mm.
How the hell did I do that? Built some relationships with the payout providers and put up a bunch of money in reserve.
Nice.
Because what normally happens with ACH, if I send the ACH provider, here's a list, here's a spreadsheet of 300 people to pay out, $3 million, all these people. Okay, great. They put it in their system and they would send a command through their system to hit the Apex bank account for an ACH debit, wait for that to come to them and confirm they've got it. That took 2 days. Then they can initiate a new ACH outbound to your bank. So before, let's say it was a Monday, and Monday night I submitted a sheet of all these people to be paid by ACH. They'd have to go through all that steps and people would get the money on Friday. Not terrible, workable, but with putting up money in reserve and working out that with them, when I send them a sheet to pay out 300 people, they still debit my bank account, but they don't hold the ACH for it because of what I've got in reserve, like a deposit or collateral. No holds. They'll send it right out that night in the instant ACH system so that you have it. And then it still hits my account. Like money I put on reserve and hold, it doesn't come out of that. It still comes out of my bank. This just doesn't put a hold on it.
Nice.
Now it might not always be next morning. It might be 2 days, whatever, but it doesn't put a 4-day hold on it. So notice, even though I've pretty much known it'll be there next morning or within 2 mornings, the email we send you still says 3 to 7 business days. When under promise and over deliver is the goal there. So that's one of the ways that we've made it so much quicker on these payouts. Okay. The other thing is this, where I was going with this was, so 8 days, right? 8 days to request. And we'll talk about some of the rules in a minute. But what I've done is we've got all these systems and reports in place. We've got much more staff and separated into 2 teams. Okay. It's like our payout department is basically 2 teams now. All this may bore you. So every day we're going to have reports that are handed to us that let us know potential people off course. Whether it's, scheme, scam, work in the system, risk management, whatever. So instead of us waiting until payouts come in and having to go through each one manually, take time, we get a list every day of, instead of you having to go through all 10,000 of these that come in, here's your list every day of like a couple hundred people that might need to check up. Great. So there's a team that's checking those out, like that can look at potential issues day to day, get on top of them quicker, mark them. Oh, no, they're good. Not good. We need to do something. Hey, reach out to the customer and ask them now ahead of time before they've submitted a request. Instead of you submit it in 3 days, we get to it and realize, let me ask them a question, email them. And that takes 3 days and that delay, right? So we got automation and reports and scans that are checking for any issues. Basically this one team, I'm calling it the day 6 team. What does that mean, day 6? Well, under the new program, when you complete your 8th day, you can request.
Right.
We got the daily stuff that comes out for red flags, but then there's a day 6 team. What the day 6 team does is they get a special report every day who today is on their 6th trading day. since their last payout or since the beginning of their PA. That has at least X amount of balance in their a profit in their PA. Meaning the people we're looking at today on their day 6 have traded 6 days, have enough profit balance where they might be eligible in 2 days to submit a withdrawal request.
Wow.
So we're going to go through them now. Anyone on that list that might have a red flag for these certain couple things, and they look good to go, basically put a check mark in our comment section. So that way in 2 days, when they can request, and that request comes into this team number 2, the approval team, it comes in and that approval team has basically 4 things on their checklist of, has this person traded 8 days? Yes. Does this person have the minimum balance needed to make a withdrawal request? Check. After their withdrawal, will they still be above the required balances? Yes. Check. And does the comment thing show them good to go? Yes. Okay. And I guess number 5, just a quick overview of, okay, I don't see anything crazy. Oh, and do they have a day over 30%?
Okay.
Consistency rule. Now, they might have been marked good to go on day 6, but on day 7 or 8, could they have had a big spike of 50%? Right?
Yeah.
So that approval team has 5 things. So they pull it up, check, 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 approve. Check, 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 approve. Check, 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 approve. That's how they're going so quick now. Because we're separating out those 2 things, getting ahead of it early. Because also on day 6, let's say there's a problem.
Yeah.
Question. Day 6 team can reach out to that trader going, hey, we have a question about this trade. Or, hey, what's all this about? Oh, well, it was blah, blah, blah. Well, can you send us a help? Okay. Now you're cleared and we got it all worked out before day 8. And you're good to go. Make sense?
Yep.
That speeds everything up. That keeps the whole process very, very clean.
Yes.
Now, on day 6 or some other random day, let's say there is a problem. All right, this guy broke a rule. Reach out, give a warning. Hey, just letting you know, this, popped up and alerted us. It only happened the one time. We're just giving you a warning. Please take care of it so, we can be good to go. Okay, cool. Or they see, okay, this is a multiple offense thing, or there's already been a warning here. All right, let's go ahead and do a probation here. What does probation mean? Well, you guys saw it a few weeks ago. Instead of us just having a probation that we put people on and tell them and we got to monitor for, the system now, if they see, the system sees that somebody's marked on this withdrawal probation, you just don't get access to the request page for 10 days. All it is simply like, hey, this has been a repeated thing. Like, you're on a withdrawal probation. Like, you won't have access to the request page for 10 days while you fix this. Look, it's not a big deal. All we need to do is see that past is the past. Can you correct this? Or, there might be a certain situation where it's like, okay, this was a completely unlegitimate trade. You've been warned about this, but you did it again and you had this big windfall. Like that trade or that trade day is going to be voided out and not qualified. If you keep doing it, same thing. They're just going to be unqualified. So don't waste your time doing it. Do it right. And show us that you could do it right. And then this will fall off in your request.
Yes.
So it's just getting ahead of everything and handle it properly up front. But what does that do? Those things are all handled that way up front and taken care of by the time it gets to that approval team. So we have 2 potential points of drama here, right? I'm mad at Apex because they voided out a trade or a trade day. It was illegitimate. Let me go complain about it on social media. We'll get to that. They put me on probation. I'm going to go complain about it on social media. We'll get to that.
Mhm.
What's the other big thing that everyone hates? Apex denied my payout request.
Yeah.
If you're able to get to the request team, from there, we really shouldn't have a whole lot of denied payout requests
Yeah.
because everything was handled before. The only reason at that point you'd get denied is if they're like, oh, hey, you did trade 8 days, you submitted this, but you're not at the right balance to request it. You're not at the minimum balance. My bad. Or you passed through all the monos in day 6, but then yesterday you went and had a $10,000 spike trade and you're over the, consistency. Like you need to trade a few more days. Okay. But every trader would know that before they submitted that request.
Yeah.
They'll know if they were under. They'll know if the day before they had a big spike. Like it's going to be, there's only XXX reasons you could get unqualified or on probation. And there's only XXX reason you could get denied. That's it. And they're clear, simple, black and white. You know them, I know them, and anyone you want to post a chart and complain to will call you out or call us out. It's simple. But there shouldn't really be denied payouts because it's just very different. So I told you all that I wanted to speed up payouts for the traders and for the good traders and make this all better. I told you that a few months ago. It took a while to figure out how to do this, but we've got it done and we've been doing it now for several weeks. Now, yes, requests are coming in the morning and we're approved in the afternoon and send them out that night. But there's others like, well, I've been waiting 3 days. Mine's in review. Yeah, because they're all coming in at the same crunch time.
Yeah.
But when this spreads out to every day, these are coming in throughout the month, not all at once. And they're already pre-reviewed, it's going to speed up things quite a bit.
Yes.
Look at what we've already done with how quick these are going out and being approved and being deposited. Now add to that, you don't have to trade 10 days, you only got to trade 8. And then add to that, here's what sucks. This is what sucks for people. My 10th day was on the 6th. I just missed the 1st through 5th. And on the 6th was my 10th day. Now I got to wait till the 15th or 20th to be able that one day, like could hold up your pay money for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Sucks. No more.